That's an effective way of avoiding copyright.
And Princess Celestia is in a cocoon.
Cocoon, yeah.
Yep, I know.
What do you mean, I know?
You won't get away with this. Twilight and her friends will...
No, they won't.
Be captured.
Yeah, that they will do.
You do realize the reception's been cancelled, don't you? Go! Feed!
Go suck off the other pony's blood! Oh god, that got a little out of hand.
Twilight here was suspicious of my behavior all along.
Yep, the only one.
That arrested you when you caught up in your wedding.
Oh god.
Realize those suspicions were correct.
Sorry, Twi. We should have listened to you. It's not your fault. She fooled every pony.
Yes, she did.
No, she fooled you. Well, she didn't fool you, Twilight.
I think Celestia would have said something different in case, but no.
Fuck you, friends.
God.
She knew something was wrong,
Already,
and you
though,
failed to listen.
I would not go that
and
far.
Celestia, you were the fucking biggest fool of them all.
Oh god.
She knew something was wrong, and you didn't, and you just ignored her.
Oh god.
Now you see that evil will always triumph.
Spaceballs clip.
Good is dumb.
You fought. Sorry. Just wanted to say that.
Oh god,
Anyway.
he gets really out of hand sometimes.
An amazing number of ribbons, just like Miss Jubilee said.
Don't you?
Yeah.
There's every color of ribbon down there. Every color but blue.
Blue.
I came in 4th, 3rd, even 2nd. But I didn't win one first prize. And I certainly didn't win any prize money.
But the telegram said you were gonna
Nope.
send money.
That's why I came here. I wanted to earn some money. After that big old send-off Ponyville gave me, I just didn't have the nerve to come home empty-hooked. I couldn't come home a failure.
What?
Applejack, you're not a failure. And we're your friends. We don't care if you came in 50th place. You're still #1 in our books.
So,
What?
you're not upset or disappointed? But
What?
about the mayor?
So, let me get this straight, Applejack. I mean, I'm actually... if I was one of Applejack's friends, I would be angry with her. In fact, not angry. I would be furious. And not without good reason. And I wouldn't be furious at her because of how she... how she lost. And not take the prize money. I would be angry at her because of what she did afterwards. And not without good reason, too. After all, she lied to them, she ran away from them, she engaged in an utterly immoral, selfish, arrogant, cowardly stunt without any personal regard to her friends' or family's feelings whatsoever. Continue.
I did, didn't I?
Instead of looking at the bigger picture.
And we get a reprise of the song.
Right, which is also pretty good, even though it's only 30 seconds. Or 20, I guess you'd say. Which I dreamed since I was small. Control every stallion, mare, and foal. Who said a girl can really have it all? Only for a little bit.
Quick, go to him while you still have the chance.
And here was Chrysalis's
Yep.
biggest mistake. In her otherwise
He goes
genius plan.
And she breaks the spell.
With her own love spell.
She uses her love to break the spell.
Yeah. It's a little cheesy, I know, but... Then again, this is my little fucking pony, so...
Nope, never had.
It's all over.
Your spell. Perform your spell.
What good would that do? My changelings already roam free.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna last very long.
No.
Yeah.
I think it would be hopeless from there, but it's not. Because of some Deus Ex Machina.
My power is useless now. I don't have
Yeah.
the strength to repel them.
My love will give you strength.
What a lovely but
And you know what? It actually would make sense why Chrysalis would say that.
And now that I come to this scene, I'll tell you, this is the third Harry Potter reference.
Okay.
What happens
And
here
the
is they
last
perform...
one,
This
I
is a
see.
reference to Harry Potter's giant Patronus charm in The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Expecto Patronum!
Okay. Sound was silenced for the most part to avoid copyright. Okay. Well, then you don't need sound for this anyway. Oh, ugh.
So yeah,
Okay, I can see
Shining
Senior
Armor
is
and
there as
Princess
well.
Cadence are about to use a Harry Potter version of the Patronus charm. So as they say, Expecto Patronum!
Oh god.
Or sort of.
Could a Patronus charm repel a changeling as it does a Dementor? Really can't say. Because it's not like that scenario would ever happen. And here's where Chrysalis is fucked.
Yep.
It's
If only
all over now.
Queen Chrysalis had stopped them before.
Alright, but, my guess is that she was, is that because her plan had worked to a T up to that point, she got too overconfident. Just like with Discord. And I obviously made a reference to that in my reaction as well.
Team Rocket's blasting off again!
I'm gonna make that's a reference to almost everyone.
Yep, that's a Pokemon reference.
Duh, I know what the reference is, Raptormon. Raptormon's stating the obvious. I'm guessing this is the last one.
What's more, your expectations have failed you, Mother. Go! Be quiet and show some respect, you wretched boy.
But young Star is right,
Indeed.
Zelda.
That may be
Of course.
so, but the little ponies will not be so lucky next time. Mark my words. They have not seen or heard the last of Queen Chrysalis.
Oh, is that so?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
And I'm also wondering how Celeste got out of that cocoon.
And this is where they do the original wedding.
Right, and there's the blue aura. Making it all that more obvious. Oh, that was afterwards.
That dance moves that Cadence did.
I know those are.
I can imagine people putting a gif of that.
Those are cute and hilarious. Oh, it's probably happened too. They probably exist somewhere on the internet.
And there's Twilight's parents.
Oh, it was also cool to see them make
Nightlight
it.
and Twilight Velvet.
Is that what their names are?
In white. Da-dum, da-da, da-da,
And the CMC are the perfect flower girls for this situation.
And there was the Butt Symbol Brigade.
Oh yeah,
or
you call them
CMC.
Butt Symbol Brigade, and that's what I pointed out earlier.
Kids that throw the flower petals.
Seriously, though, I get why the Queen of the Changelings wanted to be with you, but how did you get someone as amazing as Cadence to marry you?
I told her she wouldn't just be gaining a husband, she'd be getting a pretty great sister, too.
That was
And so she would
also
be.
pretty heartwarming. And it was also a nice touch just to see Rarity cry.
Crying at weddings.
Oh yeah, that always happens.
No one's gonna tell on you, Applejack, for having that hat.
Right. It's what she's most comfortable with anyway. Oh, aren't they the perfect couple? Oh.
We are gathered
It's fillies and gentle colts.
of the real
No, Phillies is young horses. So that is actually correct. So I have to correct you for correcting what was actually the correct
Yeah,
terminology for
Cadence
this
is better.
situation. Unless you want to count
Princess
the,
Mile Mole Kazen. I can't even repeat it.
Princess Mia More Cadenza. I can. I'm superior to you. No, I'm not.
I now pronounce you married and
Oh god, I just sucked in a bunch of air.
Husband and wife, not mare and colt.
Yeah, well, let them stick to their own
Oh well,
terminology,
who cares
alright?
anyway?
Alright? If they can say every pony instead of everybody and any pony instead of anybody, then they should be allowed to say mare and colt.
Doubt, and your actions led to your being able to bring the real Princess Cadence back to us. Learning to trust your instincts.
Yeah, exactly. You stuck true to what you believed in when everyone,
Wish you could have learnt that too.
including herself, thought otherwise.
Rainbow Dash at
Oh
your
yeah, here comes the Sonic Rain Boom in 3 split seconds.
She's glad to get out of those clothes.
Oh, I bet she is.
And there's the Sonic
You did say they
Rainbow.
weren't very aerodynamic.
Wedding ever!
I would have to agree with that.
And here comes the other part.
The last musical number of the episode, which is also really
And
good.
Twilight sings in this one.
And Lude returns.
Lord, where the fuck were you?
Again, like I said, she was...
Rubberducky.
There it is.
And here comes the song,
Final.
and here's Final Scratch. Love is in bloom, a beautiful
I'll listen to it.
bride, a handsome groom,
Anyway,
with
like I was
hearts
saying.
becoming one. A bond that cannot be undone because love is in bloom. A beautiful
singing voice.
bride,
I would give him
a
that, of course.
handsome groom.
I would say he has the potential to be...
You're starting a life and
I don't
make it new for us.
No, it was... Oh, fuck.
Feels good to sing
I was
along
saying
to
that
that.
Raptormon does seem like he has the potential to be a great voice actor.
Possible without you, little sis.
From what I've seen. And heard.
Love you too, BBBFF.
BBBFF. Yeah.
Big brother, best friend
Yes.
forever. Yes.
Ready to go?
Oh,
Got it?
almost forgot.
Nah, I got it.
See who's the next happy bride.
Never get that.
The bouquet.
I know, that's...
It's mine!
Oh, God. Oh, God, okay, that was...
Gotta love Rarity.
It was a great impression, but it almost fucking tore my ear... It almost ruined my eardrums.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Just wait until you see what I have planned for you. That
Oh, yeah, shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be the fucking craziest bathroom party ever.
Yep. And that's,
And that's the end of the episode. And he's gonna give us thoughts on it. Alright, well, the other phone I was recording on ran out of storage, so I actually decided for this last part of the video, I will just do the face cam from my other phone, and we will go ahead and watch the rest of this.
Well,
Let's
now
see
that
what
I'm
he
back,
thinks of the
guys, I'm
episode.
going to give you my thoughts about this
Let's
episode.
do it. What do you
As
think?
you guys probably already know, I actually kind of knew what was going to happen.
Oh
And
yeah, of course. You were
sort of-
spoiled on it, which is
Kind of
unfortunate.
sort of watched segments of it. So
This
I
is a
know
great
exactly
episode.
what goes on. So I wanted to give you my thoughts about this episode.
What'd you think?
Like, I've actually seen a lot of reviews about this episode, and people say that it actually is, like, the plot in this was actually terrible.
I don't agree with that at
And
all.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of do agree with that.
Okay, why do you
This
think?
plot, the plot of this episode could have actually been better if they would have tweaked it a lot. In fact, I actually watched a video by Dr. Wolf, and it was all about rewriting A Canterlot Wedding, and how he
Okay.
would have wrote it, like how he discussed it, was actually quite good, and I would have preferred that one than this one,
Alright, what is it?
because there are so many flaws with this episode.
I wouldn't say there were
Like-
so many.
Like, for instance, how they had everyone, including Princess Celestia, not believing Twilight. Like, and how
Legitimate
Queen
criticism, I
Chrysalis
guess.
as
But you already know
Queen
my
Chrysalis
thoughts on that.
planned a single attack on Canterlot,
I'm willing to accept it.
which in his video, Dr. Wolf said that the plot would have been better if instead of Canterlot, Queen Chrysalis
You messed that up big
planned
time.
planned a fake attack on one of the cities to draw Princess Celestia and a large battalion of guards out of the city.
Alright.
And that would have given Princess Celestia a bit of dignity. Like, instead of getting her ass handed to her like that.
Yeah, I
And
get that.
then they could have. He also said that Princess Luna could have had a role in it too. Like the scene where they go into the like when the changelings capture the main six and bring them to the throne room. There could have been a scene where Princess Luna, like still in her chamber, like appears and blasts a fair amount of changelings out of the room, and there'd be a bit of a confrontational scene. And while
Yeah, the thing about that, though, I don't know if this has been established yet, but, does Luna ever come out at daytime? Or does Luna ever really know what's going on during the daytime? Because she does control the moon. And we don't know for sure if she would know exactly what was going on during the day. And, like I said, she mentioned she could have just been sleeping, considering the fact that she was taking the night shift, basically. Like I said, I explained that already, so it's pretty much beating a dead horse with that one. But anyway, I could see that working though, but I will bring up that question because that is pretty valid. You would either have this would establish if I guess, if Luna really does do anything during the daytime. I guess it could work, but okay, I'm not gonna be critical. You know what? I'm not gonna be critical about this. It actually sounds like a pretty interesting idea, so I will hear him out for the rest of it.
Luna is distracting Queen Chrysalis, Twilight frees Cadance, and blows them away and all of that. And well, yeah, if you want to check that out, like instead of rambling on about it, like talking everything about it, like everything about Dr. Wolf's video, I think it would be better if I maybe put a link in the description.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Sorry. Alright, I had to stop the video again because I had to go to my dad good night, but we are finally gonna finish this last part of it.
So you know what I mean. Yeah. But like I said, this episode could have been a lot better if it would have been tweaked, like Dr. Wolf said. And many reviewers have actually commented saying that this was not exactly that good of a it actually would have, don't get me wrong, some of the action scenes were really good, and Queen Chrysalis, she's badass.
Oh, of course.
I'll give her that, but
give her some credit.
But yeah, if they would have tweaked it, it would have become a better story, and Queen Chrysalis would have been portrayed as a much far more cunning villain.
Well, I think she was actually a pretty cunning villain, in my opinion.
Oh, and speaking of Queen Chrysalis, many of you, I actually know that Queen Chrysalis is, I actually knew about Queen Chrysalis for a long time, because I actually was unfortunately spoiled by her, by videos on the net, as well as my friend who showed me scenes.
Yes, so was I. So we're in that same boat.
I've got a 5-year-old niece that watches the series.
5-year-old niece.
So yeah.
Yeah, I know the families. I know they have a very
anyway, I actually know for a fact that this is not the last time we'll see Queen Chrysalis.
Audiences.
I know Queen Chrysalis comes back in season 5.
Oh,
but
don't
it's only for
tell
a
me
brief
about that.
minute. It's kind of like an alternate timeline thing.
I didn't want to know
that
the
she
exact
comes back in an
season
alternate
she was
timeline.
coming back. Why'd you have to do this to me, man? Come on.
The other thing I do know, and for those of you who don't know, I've actually been spoiled by another thing.
About?
This is another spoiler that has unfortunately been presented to me.
Let me guess.
And basically what happened is that outside of YouTube, I actually have a bit of a life of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And all of that. And one of my friends...
Hey, you collect Yu-Gi-Oh!
One of my
cards?
friends, that's the friend that got me into the series, one of his friends...
Let me guess, are you talking about Starlight Glimmer?
That was taken from BronyCon. And basically it was a clip about Twilight and the others waiting for a photographer, and this photographer, Unicorn Mare, comes, and she like, she's organized to take photos of the main six, and she did very, very strange behavior, like she was plucking the hairs out of the main six, like out of each of a flock of hair out of each of the main six, and taking photos of them before pissing off, and the scene ends with her looking at it and looking at the photos, and then holding the hairs, and then going, "Now I have everything I need," and then it turned out it was Queen Chrysalis.
Oh,
like
never
Queen
mind.
Chrysalis in disguise, and she gives off that sinister laugh, that ha 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 ha. So yeah, I know for a fact that Queen Chrysalis and her changelings are coming back for revenge in season 8. Yep.
Oh, fuck
what she has planned, what she's going.
Okay,
why
well,
she
to be
plucked those
fair,
hairs
I
and
might
take those
forget about
pictures,
that as I go
what she
along,
has
but
planned
I
against
thought
the
you were
main
fucking
six,
talking
I
about,
don't know.
although that
I
wouldn't
don't
make
wanna
sense in the
know,
context of the video.
and
Still,
the
you did
more
talk about how you're also
the
spoiled
less
in
I
the
know
Starlight
about
Glimmer,
anything else,
and I can't
like
hide it now either,
anything
that I
else,
was
the better.
also spoiled about her being a future character in
So,
the series as well.
Yeah. I know that Queen
So,
Chrysalis
you're not
will
the
come back in
only
season
one that's
8.
been spoiled, unfortunately. I've also been spoiled
fact,
on
that
quite
would
a
make
few
it
things.
6 seasons away. 6
But then I
seasons
think,
without Queen
but
Chrysalis.
other than that, there aren't anything
Discounting
too big.
season 5. So, yeah. And that actually brings up another topic.
What is your topic? Is that the
I don't
Starlight Glimmer
actually-
topic?
Like, now that I've finished season 2, I'm on to season 3, which I know what's going to happen in that one too.
Okay,
That
well,
one
I'm
is-
moving on to that
And-
season. I'm not gonna let you spoil it for me
Just
again.
one hint of them, I will block you, no matter who you are or what relation.
Wait, what the
what
fuck are you
relation-
talking about?
I'm actually going to start putting my foot down and blocking people,
Putting my hoof down.
because I don't want to be spoiled by anything
Yeah,
else.
there you go.
So,
Yeah,
one
I
of you
understand
says
what you're
any
talking about.
spoilers,
Those fucking annoying
just
people in the
one
comments that
or
just
one
spoil
hint of
shit
them,
for you, and I don't understand
I will
why.
block you, no matter who you are or what relationship
I don't
you
get
have,
why people do
or
that.
or likeness you have of me. Understand?
Completely. I completely agree with you, man.
Now that
It's
I've made
really
that
annoying
clear,
when you get spoiled
I
on
just wanted
something.
to say, guys, like I said, this was
Trust me, I wouldn't like to know about
said
what you
about
just
the
spoiled
episode,
for me,
this
and I wouldn't
one
like to know
was-
about a new character coming in season 5,
This one
but
was an okay one,
that's
but
been
it
spoiled for
really,
me, so...
the plot could have been a lot better. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to
You know what?
episode
I'm
20,
not gonna
25,
say
and 26
much about that. I
of
kind of did
season
already
2,
kind of give my
and
thoughts
hopefully
about that.
I
Like I
shall
can
get on to episode
justify it somewhat, but I
1
can
of
see
season 3 as
what
soon
people
as
are talking. I
when
can see
get the
kind of what people are
chance.
talking about. Like
As
it
usual,
could have been
Till then, thank you all
a
for
little
watching.
bit better, I guess. But anyway,
This is
it's
RaptormonOneThreeTwo
Raptormon132 saying
bye
bye
everyone.
everyone.
Bye
Bye. There it is. Alright, we are done with this video. Oh, fuck. No, there we go. Okay, we are done with this video, ladies and gentlemen. So overall, I did like his reaction. I did like his reaction to the whole episode. Obviously, would have made it better was if he wasn't spoiled on the whole thing. That would have made things so much more interesting. But overall, I pretty much agree with the points he's made. However, I do not agree with the fact that I do not agree with the fact that the other main 5 and Celestia were dumbasses in this episode, like he said. Personally, I know this is, like I said, kind of like being a dead horse, but I'm still going to point it out since it's the end of the video. Personally, I feel the reason why they didn't support her is because of the fact that Chrysalis did that great a job at convincing them otherwise, and that she just did so many things to convince them otherwise. You know, overall, I do agree with the fact that Celestia did not look that great in this episode in terms of how she was defeated. And proposing the alternate plot you brought up that Dr. Wolf was talking about, he does come up with great ideas for how to make episodes better. I will agree with that. He is a great reviewer of these episodes, and I've seen quite a few of his, and I agree with almost all of the points that he makes in his videos. And not only that, but I also watch Josh Scorcher's reviews and Mysterious Mr. Enter's reviews, and if you were to look at other reviews for the episodes, I would suggest looking at all three of those, as I feel those are some great reviews to take in consideration, especially when you want to make your own reviews of episodes like I do. But I did talk about in my last video of me doing season retrospectives, but as I mentioned as a footnote there, I want to do that when I get more advanced system for making my videos, like a PC or something, which I'm trying to save up the money for as we speak. So I did want to make some Season 2 retrospectives, and I did want to make a Season 2 retrospective and other season retrospectives as well. And I was thinking, and also reviews of the episodes as well, and those are going to be, and I'm definitely going to be looking at a lot of reactions and quite a few reviews before I go making my own, before I put my own thoughts into it, because for me, I like trying to take as much into consideration as I can when I give my thoughts on an episode, and my thoughts are constantly changing based on new information that's given. My mind can be changed pretty easily sometimes, but still, I like having as much information as possible before I go making a judgment. Like, I'll make an initial judgment of an episode, but I do want to go and see what other people think of the episodes and see if I agree or disagree with them. Which for the most part I do agree, but there are still some things I disagree on. But overall, personally, I don't agree with him talking about Celestia and the other main five being dumbasses, but other than that, I did really like this reaction here. That Terrahawk's little short there at the end, that was pretty creative. I appreciate that, and overall, he did some really impressive voiceovers there for the characters. But I pretty much don't have anything else to say about this episode. I hope he really enjoys this reaction once I finally get it out. It's probably gonna be cut into 2 or 3 parts. But and then that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this reaction as well. And with that said, I will see you in my next video, which I believe, I'm not going to make any promises here, but I want my next video to be reacting to the Season 3 premiere. I think that's the next video I want to do, is the My Little Pony Season 3 premiere, as I do not have ideas at the moment for doing any other videos, unless anyone wants to suggest any video ideas to me. But this is it for me for right now. I hope you really enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you next time. Bye!